I'm Pascal Cohen. I'm the Senior Marketing Manager for Aviation Business for the NFTA, so mostly dealing with airlines and routes and fun things. Well, that's an airport that doesn't exist anymore, but there used to be an airport in Hong Kong called Kai Tak Airport, and that was kind of known as an airport in the middle of the city where if you look at like footage from back in the 80s or so, you see airplanes truly skimming over high rises or buildings, and then they have to make a turn at the last. They're flying towards a mountain with a big red and white block painted on it for the pilots to make the last turn just before landing. That was kind of an insane airport, so that would be fun, yeah. Well, hundreds and hundreds every week, but most of them are really not recorded. People just doing their own little touch and goes, but truly it is far busier than most people think. Yes, we sure do. It's actually becoming a very globally accepted program, so yes. We do not have any flights to the Bahamas currently. Difficulty with flying to the Bahamas is it is so close to Miami and so close to Fort Lauderdale that to make it an international flight, it's almost impossible unless you have a large Bahamian population. So that's why you see certain places in Canada where they do have nonstop service to the Bahamas because there's a lot of expat population there. Well, eventually growth will probably go beyond the existing terminal, but that would probably just mean another spoke of the existing terminal. I don't foresee the growth at the Buffalo Airport to ever get to the point where you would need a totally separate terminal like we had here back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Well, I don't eat meat anymore, so I really would not know if it's a sandwich, but I would, yeah, I would say so. It's a hearty product, waffled between bread. So yes, that's a sandwich. Well, there's a couple of spots where if you go towards kind of where our fire department is, that used to be a restaurant over there. That's now Mercy Flight. That's a good spot to see aircraft taxi by pretty close. You can literally hear the engines. Plus, when they take off, the engines are roaring as they roll by. And usually, as they land, they are just truly touching down in that zone. So that's a good spot. FlightAware or Truly, there's so many different services out there now where you can just put in a tail number of an airplane and they'll let you see where it goes. So in fact, some of them are so much fun that you can see where the airplane has been in the last 4 weeks or 14 days is I think the limit. After that you have to pay for it, which is really kind of fun. Well, ATC is a totally different setup. That's all done by the FAA. So it's got its own little security plan, its own little access control. So we really don't have anything to do with ATC. I wouldn't be surprised if there is some sort of maybe not an intern program, but at least something that helps recruit people for future jobs in air traffic control. Well, that's the Bills. I mean, come on, there's no other way around that. Even when we lose, we're still the best team.